The world is filled with fluffy, ethereal podcasts about spiritual growth, transformation, and inspiration. This isn't one of them. Find Your Flow is about what happens when life stops working, when you've built a world that checks every box, but somehow squeezes the air out of your lungs, when you're stuck, heavy, and can't tell if it's burnout, anxiety, or the weight of pretending to be someone you're not. Let's get into it. No filters, no scripts, no curated sound bites. Just real conversations with people who have been there. Real stories, real insight, no fluff. Just flow. Hello, Nikki Allen. Welcome to Find Your Flow. Thank you for being in the studio with me today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Likewise. So I start every conversation off with one question, and that is, what does Find Your Flow mean to you?
It changes. Today, it's different from day to day. But, I think finding your flow is finding your rhythm in life. What makes you go? What makes you go? What makes you flow through this thing instead of always, striving but thriving, how do you
Mhm.
flow through that? So that's just kind of where I am.
I love that. I love that it changes every day. It should change in every moment
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, right?
Mhm.
What is working for you in this now moment?
Mhm.
Um that brings me to your book and the whole reason why we're here. I cannot wait to dive in. The title alone
Yeah.
is so intriguing that I can't wait to hear the story behind this. And listeners, if you don't know Nikki Allen, she is the author of Loved You, Hated You. I mean, hello. Can we please start with that? What did you love? What did you hate? And how did this become a book? Do you want to tell us what the book is about?
Sure. So, Loved You, Hated You. So, first and foremost, I'm a singer-songwriter, and Loved You
Ooh,
yeah. So, Loved You, Hated You is actually a song on my first album, and
stop it. Where
yeah,
can we find your album? I have chills.
anywhere,
I have
anywhere.
chills.
Apple,
Okay.
Spotify, YouTube, I'm everywhere, so you'll
All
find
right, so
just
you're going to need to share that link with me
okay.
so that I can put it in the show notes, because I know that I can't be the only one who is like, "Yes, please let me listen to the inspiration behind this book."
Yeah, so and what even became of those lyrics, well, how they became was I was in an abusive, relationship.
Mm.
And it was so hard to get out of. And so the lyrics are actually, I loved you, I hated you, and now I'm releasing you. So
Stop,
yeah.
chills. Woo!
So, yeah, it was just such a journey with this relationship, that I finally got to release him and found my space, the first lines are, "Everything was all about you." You know? Yeah.
Wow.
So, it's really my story about that relationship, and then as I wrote the song so I also create music videos, that's kinda what I went to school for. So I'm seeing this video, but it's not me, it's not that story, it's just a story of empowerment, it's a story of how do you get out of this? How do you get through it? How do you flow through it, right?
Mhm.
And um and then the main thing is I wanted people to understand why we stay. Like the Diddy Cassie thing. It was like, why did she stay? Why did she stay? She had so many times to leave. She could have gone. And I was in that. And it's like, it's not that simple. It's such a hard place to be in because you don't even know why you're there.
Yeah,
You should be out. This is not good for you. And in some instances, not mine, but that abuser is not going to let you leave without
for sure.
serious
Yeah.
consequences, right? So I just kind of wanted to share that and explore that with the character Gabby, because what happens with her, she's in this domestic violent relationship, but then this handsome guy moves in next door, and their first encounter, she's actually being thrown out of the house, and he's like, "Can I help you?" you know, but
Yeah.
so he's already wound up in this story. They meet in a laundry room, and she's kind of telling what's happening. Um, and so the whole thing is she really gonna go with this guy, or is she gonna stay with the abuser? And either choice for the readers is compelling, because here we have this amazing guy, but her guy is also amazing. And that's for a lot of us, that's why we stay. A professor told me that I hit the charm harm perfectly. I didn't even know that was a term, but
I've never heard that before.
that's what she told me. She said, you,
What is that?
so they charm you before they harm you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
So, and it's the charm that keeps you there. It's the charm. It's the remembering this guy. I came home one
Yeah.
day for Valentine's Day, rose petals all the way to the bedroom, opened the bedroom door, balloons, flowers.
Mm.
And I still haven't had that since. Teddy bears, like the whole nine. So
All those things that we're told are expressions of love,
correct.
right?
Correct.
That's love.
That's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we as girls, we like that stuff. So
For
the
sure.
few times, if you will, of being called out your name or hands put on, you go, this is a moment. Cause see, he did the balloons and the whole roses
Right.
and all that. We get caught up in those things. And he was really good at the good things. But when he was bad, it was bad, So
Yeah.
that's really the essence of the book. I just want to explain to people, because this character that she's with that is abusive is undeniable. You hate him in some instances, and then you just love him in others. And so that's what I want to get across for some people that's like, I don't know why they stay. Oh, you'll understand.
It's interesting to me that there's a certain level of judgment that comes, right?
Yeah.
From people who have not been in abusive relationships,
Hmm.
which, listen, that goes for anything in this life. There's a
Correct.
certain level of judgment when you haven't been in that position, when you can't really wrap your brain around it and empathize
Hmm.
with the actuality of a situation.
Right.
So, can you, for the listener who has no experience with any kind of abuse or violence, manipulation, that narcissism that comes, right? That
Correct.
can confuse any. Do you mind my cursing? I should have
Please.
probably asked that out of the gate.
I should have
But that
actually.
narcissism that confuses every fucking thing.
Correct. That shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit.
Yes.
Because I think women, generally speaking, as caretakers, we fall in love with the gooiness and the sweetness and the niceties,
Hmm.
and then we think we can fix
Fix.
and mother and care and love enough and give of ourselves enough to help that other person heal.
Hmm.
Because listen, somebody is violent because they're broken
Broken.
and hurting,
Yep.
and we think we can fix that.
Yep.
And we can go into societal norms and blah 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 blah. But can you speak to that? Why did you stay? Why does Gabby? I haven't read the book. I'm going to need to get the book. But why?
For me, because everybody was shocked. I'm a very strong person. Now I'm the no nonsense person. So how did me,
Mm,
Nikki, get in this situation? And for me, I had just moved to LA to pursue my career. And 11 months later, my mom passed. And so
mm.
my mom was my absolute everything. Like, she believed in this career probably more than I did, right? So she made sure I got to LA without telling me she knew she was terminally ill, because she knew, had I
You
known,
would never have gone.
I would
Yeah.
have stayed with her. So she got me out here. She passed away. I had no family here, no friends. I met him. That's my anchor.
Yeah, of
and
course.
so for me, I'm going through grieving, all kinds of things. I'm 20 years old in a new city without my mom in my life. I got him. So for
Yeah.
me, I just held on to that. I held on to the times that he was good, the things that he said, I'll also say this, this wasn't a daily abusive relationship. This was, I can tell you 3 times he put his hands on me, but most times he was cheating, he was talking down to me, he was emotionally
Mm.
abusive. So, but when, like I said,
Which is just as harmful.
which is just as harmful. But when he was good, it was like that all that stuff got wiped out. Like, cause
Yeah.
good was
Yeah.
great. It was over the top, you know? So, but at some point I had a friend, the one friend I had that I would go and tell her, this happened, this happened. She was tired of hearing it. And one day she said to me, she says, I'm really tired of, no, she goes, I hear what you're saying, but you keep staying. I'm tired of giving you all this advice
Mm-hmm.
and you don't take it. She said, so you're not ready to hear it. So I don't want to talk about him anymore. And when she said that, I had to step back because I couldn't get mad at her. I mean, she was right. She was giving me great
Right?
advice. We in the day, like, hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck him, all of that. And then he's like, hey, baby, and I'm like, hey. So, she was tired of it, and that was really the first step of me going, wait a minute. Yeah, she's giving me good advice. Why am I still here? And everything she's saying about this guy is like on point. So why do I keep switching it to make
Mm-hmm.
it good for me? And so I did what I call soul surgery and really had to try and figure out what was wrong with me. Where was I broken? You know?
Yes.
And so that's when I was like, okay, this was the guy. This was somebody I needed to hang on to because I was new in this town. But I had to go even deeper than that because it was so
Of
much
course.
childhood trauma that it just leaked into me staying here. So
Yeah.
that's it. And so that's kind of what happened to Gabby in the story. It's like, how did we end up here? Her story's a little different. They grew up together. They went to high school. So, he became this powerful attorney and made her forget her dreams. And so that's where his control came
Sure.
in. Yeah.
Well, I think that that speaks to a lot of people's stories
Yeah.
that little by little, I, I- I- when you have a constant flow of water,
Mhm.
or a constant drip of water, you don't notice the erosion until it breaks away,
Mhm.
right? It's so subtle. And quite often it doesn't take days or weeks or months. It takes years and decades of wearing away
Yes.
until one day shit breaks down and you
Yep.
go, How, when did all this happen?"
Yeah.
Well, there was that one little drip of water
Mhm.
that just kept breaking things apart.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love what you said, decades, because I wrote that song in the late 90s, right? And it came out of my album in the 2000s. I was still um my son was born in 2007. This guy actually moved to Texas. He was going through a divorce, I was going through a divorce, and we still got back together, right? Our relationship was early 90s, and that lasted 7 years too long. But here we are 10, 20 years later, right? And we still connect. And it wasn't until maybe, I want to say 6, 7 years ago, maybe a little maybe 8 years ago, when I met the guy I'm with now, who is just everything, that I was like, I've got to really cut this guy off, like, from myself.
Yeah.
Not that we
Yeah.
can't talk and all that, but there was still something sitting in there that I could still bring up those loving feelings if I chose to.
Mhm.
And I finally said, you know what? I got the best guy ever. I don't even want that. And I really had to just say, do so. I don't even know what I did, but I was like, a lot of praying though. I don't want this guy in my life like that. I don't want to
Yeah.
feel him like that. I just don't. I don't want to see his name and still feel that. that just
Yep.
for
Yep.
even a half a second, I want to see and go, oh yeah, I remember him. That's it. No more than
Zero
that.
trigger. Right. Total neutrality. Yeah. Yeah.
Zero trigger. So I'm finally there. But my son is 18. So I'm telling you, so
Listen, it takes however long it
it
takes.
takes however long it takes. So it was a ride, man, but keep going. Like you prioritize yourself
That's
and
just
give
it.
yourself some grace, because it's not going to happen overnight.
It can't.
It cannot.
You didn't get to a point of welcoming abuse into your life overnight. You're not going to kick abuse out of your life for good overnight. It just doesn't work that way. But I love that you said that you started to do this deep dive into your soul. And who was that Nikki that welcomed this into our lives? Now, I by no means whatsoever am I saying that a victim of any abuse whatsoever deserves
No.
what he or she gets.
No.
I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form.
Correct.
What I'm saying is pained people attract pained people.
Correct.
That is just, it's a fact. It is science.
Yep.
You can look at it, and this is just what happens. So when you recognize, wait a fucking minute, time out here. I don't deserve this. I don't want this. So how in the hell did this happen?
Correct.
And that going in even deeper, what did you discover?
Oh, man, all the childhood trauma surrounding my father. Surprise!
I mean, like, listen, I was just going to say, right? Are we surprised by that? I mean,
surprise!
And I'm not making light of it.
No.
I'm just saying the patterns are there, everyone.
Healing, so, I mean, like...
yes.
And you have to laugh
exactly.
at this stuff at some point, or else...
Well, it's so in your face that it's like, seriously, how did I not see that? Like, how did I not see that one coming? But
yeah.
So what have you done? What have you done to peel away those layers and to pick at that scab and to look at the wound and go, ooh, how about we heal that instead of keep scabbing over it?
And we're still healing it, if I'm honest. I'm still healing this. And, and it really, I ended up having to take care of my dad, the last 2 years of his life. And, I ended up going to therapy because I'm like, you guys got to tell me how I can take care of somebody who was so shitty to me my entire life. And he hadn't changed. Let me be very clear. And and I brought him to California, and he was still acting the exact same way. And I remember him sitting at the kitchen table, and he said something, and I said to him, I said, I moved from Chicago to LA over 2,000 miles to get away from you. And yet here you are in my space doing this same
bullshit,
thing.
this right here.
He didn't say anything. He was just looking like, oh, damn, but it was, so that is when, if I'm honest, and he passed in 2022. So I had him in like 2020, 21, something around COVID time. But I thought that I had done all that soul surgery. That's why you keep going, right? I thought
that's right.
But now the dude is in my face, in my house. I'm having to take care of him, and you're still acting the same way. Oh my God. I was just reading one of my journals from back then, and I was like, damn, he was putting me through it. Cause I'm like, I went out in the yard and screamed like, you see on the TV, just screamed, but I had to go through soul surgery while he was in my face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was really hard. But the good news is, before he passed, I got to tell him absolutely everything he'd ever done to me. Politely, though. I was really proud of myself. No cussing, no I hate you.
Listen, I'm proud of you for not like smothering with a pillow. Are you kidding me?
You're doing so good. You're doing so. Even my kids were like, Mom, my daughter was like, don't even let him come. I was like, that's still my dad. I can't do that. But
Right.
there were times I'm just like, but it was hard, but I'm thankful for it because I got to tell him how I felt and he sat
Mm-hmm.
there and listened. I've tried this over the years, but my dad is, oh, everybody's always against me. I'm the best.
Oh, a victim. You gotta
He's
love the victim, the
always
martyr. Wah, wah, wah,
yeah,
wah,
yeah,
wah, wah,
yeah.
wah. Yeah.
But this time, I don't know what it was. Maybe he knew he was about to pass. I don't know. But he sat there and he listened to everything I said. I mean, I went from age 0 to that moment. Everything. It was like I was just regurgitating.
Yeah.
But that was healing. That was healing for me. And when I was done, it didn't even matter what he said, how he felt. I was like, hell yeah, I felt good. And he had this one tear trickling down his face and he goes, damn, I guess I was a bad dude. Okay, that's what you got out of it. Cool. But you went to heaven or wherever you went knowing what you did to me,
That's right.
And so that was very healing. But then I had to deal with after he passed, I didn't cry. I still deal with that. It's like, I'm sad because I'm not sad. Like, how does that work? Like everybody's like,
Well, I think we mourn when we are left with an emptiness.
yeah,
But you emptied out,
I did.
right? So the mourning we have is for what we remember
Mm-hmm.
and what we wish we could still have. And there's an emptiness and that we're mourning.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have this cathartic healing, I, listen, maybe you'll cry at some point, right?
Maybe.
But probably tears of acceptance and
Yeah.
forgiveness
Yeah.
and like you said, grace
Mm-hmm.
and the beauty in all of that struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what
And I'm thankful. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I am thankful because I wouldn't be me without him.
Exactly. So that's what I was just going to say. Through it all, through all of the life experiences, and I can say this from personal experience, when you go through that dark, troubled time, at some point have to sit back and go, fuck, damn, look at me, right? Like there is that little bit of, shit, I'm so much stronger than I thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to, at some point, hopefully, I hope that everybody gets to a point where they can sit back and look at the souls who showed up in our life to teach us our greatest, strongest, most powerful, empowering lessons.
Yes. Yes.
Because through the abandonment and through violence and through all of the ugly, and it is fucking ugly,
Mhm.
but through all of that, first of all, you chose to rise. Like,
Right.
can we just say that?
Right.
Right? You literally chose to rise. And then when broken met broken, you chose to heal.
Yeah.
So we're given these opportunities in our life where we can choose to rise.
Correct.
And we can choose to heal.
Right.
And then we can choose to thrive. And right. So I love that you say, I don't want to just strive. I don't want to just battle.
Right.
Right. That is surviving.
Right.
So you survived your childhood.
I did.
Right. And you rise up out of that survival mode
Mhm.
and you get into thriving. Well, I'm going to thrive through
Yeah.
this bullshit of abuse. But then keep going, Nikki,
going.
keep going.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because you get to the point of self-appointed divinity. And I say that.
Yes.
You like turn on the lights and go, yeah, I'm stepping into this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where I get to shine.
Yes.
And in that in that state of empowered grace, oh my God,
Mhm.
for you to be able to write, for you to be able to sing, for you to be able to share, that for me, like that part of your journey, I'm so glad to meet you
Oh,
at
thank you.
this part of your journey because what you have to share with the rest of us is just the magic in, I'm sure, every note, in every syllable, in every word you write. That is what we get to share in.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we get to witness you through your journey while you get to reflect back to the rest of us what we're going through. That's the power of music. That's the
Yes.
power of the written word as well.
Yes. Mhm.
Holy shit.
You made it sound so deep. I love it.
But it is. But it is. Because without women like you, without whew, without women like you who are brave enough to say, yeah, I'm going to own this and I'm going to share it with the world, but then loving enough to say, yeah, I'm going to share this with the world,
Mhm.
to let everybody else know that there's a soft place to land. Come on in.
Yep.
I'll give you a hug.
Yep.
I will hold you until you're ready to stand on your own.
Mhm.
Like, God bless your friend who was like, girlfriend, you need a stern talking to
Yep.
right now. She loved you so much.
Yep.
She loved you enough
Yep.
to tell you the truth.
Yep.
And that's a wake up call.
Yeah. Yeah. It just really, and
It's
it was a
amazing.
wake up call. It really was because, before she was in it with me with the woe is me and oh, you poor thing.
Hmm.
Oh, girl.
Oh, you're a victim.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right?
Then
Yeah.
after a while, I guess she was like, yo, can't do this with you anymore because I'm telling you, because I'm probably asking her, like, what do you think I should do? What do you think this means? Because that was 20 something year old Nikki anyway, just
Sure.
what? And, she gave me great advice, but okay,
And so we're all kind of stupid at 20 as well.
man,
You know, where you micro dissect absolutely everything in your life and you're like, yeah, but what did that inhale mean? He looked at me and he took a breath. What do you think that meant?
no, 100 trillion, right? He turned his head like this a little bit and he looked at me. What?
Yeah, what do you think that meant? Was he listening or was he like, fuck you? Like, what was going to happen?
It's the truth. It's the
I
truth.
know.
It's the truth.
Been there,
It's
done that.
it's
I
the
get it.
truth. So,
I
that
bought a
was
ticket on
me.
that
He
ride.
said this. What do you think he meant by that? Like, do you think? And she was older than I was, not by much, but she was older. She was married, so she had a little more experience. She already had a
Yeah.
child, or I think she was pregnant at the time. I'm just like like a new puppy. And she's just like, yeah,
And her with all her hormones. I'm surprised she didn't huff and just like, shut up. Just shut up.
yes. So thank you, Stephanie, for that talking. Ah,
Isn't that awesome? One of my best friends is named Stephanie, and she too is my voice of reason and truth.
yep, yep.
Something about that name.
Right? So yeah, she made that light bulb go off. Like, I mean, and again, I just need you sometimes we just need that light bulb. This conversation might
Yep.
be a light bulb for somebody, just like, maybe I need to think about this a little bit, and that doesn't mean you're gonna walk out today or say, enough is enough today, but you've been pinged. So you won't operate as obliviously as you were, right? You just won't
Yes.
be like that puppy. I don't know why it's happening to me. Okay, just keep bumping my head. At this point, you've got that. I'm not, oh, hit my head. Let me stop. Wait, that's not okay. And you'll just trudge through
Yes.
it, but just keep going, like you said, keep going. Just, you got to keep going. You'll find your way out. And there is help and support, um, sometimes we have to want to ask for it, because there's
Hmm.
shame. There's so much shame in this, and I was just
Oh,
thinking,
yeah.
I was reading, Cassie Diddy is trying to get out in whatever months or whatever. And, she did this whole impact statement. And I'm like, damn, it if this guy gets out, he's still emotionally
Yeah.
fucking with her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and the fact that he does have the power to actually come after her if he wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary on so many
Yeah,
levels.
but it's like, I am so proud of her because she did. When I saw that video and then she came out, I was like, hell yeah, Cassie, hell yeah, you know.
Oh my
But
God.
it's ongoing. She's married, she has children, and she
Yeah.
still has that thing. So we gotta keep going. We just keep going. Just keep going.
There's this little doubt, right? This little doubt in our brains. And listen, our brains are amazing tools.
Mhm.
It's a tool, everybody. It doesn't dictate how you behave. You get to use the tool.
Right.
A hammer can smash a lot of shit,
Right.
but you actually have to pick it up and either use it to tap a nail in or break shit. Like that's up to you.
Right.
Your brain is exactly the same, and you can program it. You can program it to move your emotions through a lens of conscious um,
Awareness.
creation, or you can run it through that lens of fear that makes you afraid of everything around you.
Mhm. Mhm.
And when you start to notice, oh, wait a second. I mean, we're making light of all the ruminations of, well, what do you think that meant? And what do you think that meant? And what do you think that meant? When somebody sits in that space of, well, what do you think that was? And do you think this? And do you think that? And well, can he still possibly love me? Do you
Right.
think it's there? If you're sitting in that headspace of running, overthinking questions, that's fear,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
100%.
So like forget those details, all those little details of a bazillion different questions and just go, oh, wait a second. That's fear. I'm running everything through this filter of fear.
Correct.
So what am I afraid of? Like you have one question.
Mhm. Mhm.
What am I actually afraid of?
Mhm.
And if that question forces you back down into the, I'm afraid he's going to leave me. I'm afraid he's going to hurt me again. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of,
There it is. And it's usually
you
I wanna
go,
be
oh, once you say, I'm afraid of something for me,
Mhm.
not I'm afraid of his behavior or I'm afraid of this going to happen or that going to happen. When you say, I'm afraid I'm going to be alone, the second you hear, I'm afraid dot, dot, dot,
Yep.
you just hit it.
Yep.
You just found your nugget of
Yep.
gold.
Yep. Yep.
Sit with that
Yep.
and go, oh, well, why am I afraid of being alone?
Yep. I'm telling you, and it'll wind you all the way back to somewhere. Guaranteed.
Yes, it will.
Guaranteed. Because
Usually womb. Like, let's be clear. It's usually
yep.
womb.
Yep. That's the truth. That is the truth. I mean, I found out so much stuff about me, like
Yeah.
because I'll tell you this, I'll share this with you. So my background is quite interesting. I grew up with an au pair, um, in an affluent neighborhood. Um, and I believed we had the perfect family. I
Sure.
believed that. And I believed that because I was imperfect, because perfection was put on me, that was why my life was falling apart all the time.
Oh,
I
like
didn't
you deserved it.
I deserved it. And I
Mm,
didn't understand that everybody has problems. Nobody's life is perfect because
right.
the way it was framed for me is our life is perfect. Yours is not because something's wrong with you.
Right.
And then because my parents were married up until the time my mom passed. But it was clearly my dad was not a good dude. And so when my mom at a young age didn't realize what she was saying to me, when she'd say things like, "Oh, you have hair like your father. Oh, you have broad shoulders like your father. Or you have big hands like your father. Or da, 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 da,
Yeah.
like your father, like your father." But we know, everybody in the family knows you don't like our father and neither do we. So you're just pouring out all this negative ideation of
Right.
myself on me, you know?
And all you hear is, I am my father. I am my father. I am
Mhm,
my father.
mhm, and then his
He's an
behavior,
ass.
yeah,
I'm an
yeah, and
ass.
his
I'm an
behavior,
ass.
right, his behavior didn't help, so it's like,
Right.
so that relationship had me go all the way back to that. I unpacked a whole bunch of things like, "Oh my god, we were not perfect."
It's
lived,
amazing.
I lived in a glass house. You know what I'm saying? I lived in a glass house.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
thought, oh my God, like, girl, if I trained for the Olympics, I'm an accomplished musician. I spent my 12th birthday in France. I speak 3 languages. I went to etiquette class. Like, I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
We looked great. My brother trained for the Olympics too. He's an accomplished musician. Like, we looked good, you know, and we
I
were
call that the Christmas card effect.
right. And here we
You
are.
have a beautiful, perfect Christmas card.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And then you walk into our house, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna go to my house where I only have one thing. You have all the things, but I prefer my one thing.
Right?
Yeah. So I literally live my life believing that I just came from this perfection and something's wrong with me, and that's why I'm not perfect, but I come from perfection. And then when, you know, life hits, mom was gone, and I had to sit in the reality of the bullshit. This is like, oh shit, you got problems too, for real? I went through that.
Right?
Everybody has really. So there's nobody here that like has no problems. What the fuck? They've been lying to me because they were making me seem like I was the issue. And then you have to go back and analyze, like, well, what the fuck problems did y'all really have that you didn't want us to see to make us think that you guys were so perfect? You know?
That's right.
So
That's right.
You know, and so that perfectionism is why a lot of women stay, because they don't want people to see, oh, we're failing.
That's right.
Or, you know, it's gonna look bad, you know, and that might have
The
been
shame.
the shame. And I might have had some of that in that relationship too, because when I talk about how great he was, oh my God, I found the perfection, right? I don't want to tell the other stuff.
Right. Well, you perpetuate that which you want.
Correct.
Right? There's that aspect of it. And maybe if I say it enough, it'll be true. Which only feeds into the shame of, well, I'm living a lie. Right. And what if I'm found out? Which only, I mean, it's just a cycle that continues and continues and continues. And easy enough to identify. However, breaking the cycles,
that's
the hard part. And I mean, for so many reasons, you can dive into culture, you can dive into social aspects, sex, you know, the female versus the male. We could dive into so many reasons why.
Right. And all those reasons could be true, like all in one.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not
Absolutely.
Like, oh, it's just that one. Because when I thought it was just that one, then it was that one too. And then that one.
Right.
And then, like, what the fuck? It just keeps popping up. Like, I thought I healed that. Oh, you did. So now you've gone up. So there's more shit you got to go through and figure out. Oh, I thought I healed it. Oh, you did. But now you got to figure it out.
You know, it's funny. I tell people all the time, time is not linear. Time is a spiral.
Correct.
Yes. Time is a spiral, and we have cycles, and we circle around and around the exact same topics because that's what we're supposed to be learning in our lifetime. And you will think, yeah, I got that, right? And you're like, look at me. And then it comes up again and you're like, whoa, wait a second. That's a whole other level of ugly. What do you mean? I thought I already did that. You just scratched the surface.
Yeah, we got to give it to you in micro doses. This is, you know, you couldn't handle.
That's right. But I'll say this, listener, when you heal a topic and you think you've taken care of it, I promise you, you will revisit it. However, you revisit it from a different perspective and with more tools at your reserve and as a more healed version of yourself. So really, when you see topics circle back around and you go, what the fuck? I thought I dealt with this. Hit pause on that there statement and go, oh, I am ready to clear out a shit ton more. It means you're ready. It means you're strong. It means you're powerful. It means you are so glorious that you're ready for more. And your life's about ready to glow up even more.
Because I look at those moments, sometimes it's like, okay, is this one a test or is this an addition to more stuff that I have to deal with.
Yesing,
Yeah,
yes.
because sometimes it's just a test. Like, oh, we wanted to come back to make sure you're going to answer the right question, answer the question right.
That's right.
You know,
That's right. Are
you
you
gotta-
sure this is what you wanted? Okay, now that we're clear on that, let's get you to the next level.
That's 100%. That's 100%.
Yeah.
That is 100%. So
I'm sorry, you said you wanted freedom. How bad do you want that freedom?
right. And how much of it do you really want? Like, what?
And how much of it do
Yeah.
you really
What
want?
are you willing to go
That's right.
through to have that kind of freedom? You know.
That's right.
So
Because we can't rise into our highest and greatest expression with bullshit tied to our ankles.
No.
We just can't do it.
No,
you got to cut. Like, I always see that as like a hot air balloon, and you just got to cut those sandbags away.
Yep.
You got to get rid of the stuff that's weighing you down. It's bullshit. Cut it off. Okay. That wasn't so easy. But moving on.
And then look, sometimes
I'm cutting with a spoon. What is that?
or you cut it off, you be like, hell yeah. You be like, oh, you know, you still got 3 more going around this balloon, right? Let's go.
And there was this another secret rope hanging under that one.
Right. And don't forget, you got to get to the other side. So, you know, I don't know what you're going to hit.
That's right. That's right. Listen, it's if we look at life as just a video game, you're continuously trying to level up.
Yep.
And every time you level up, you have to go and fight all of those little bad guys all over again.
Yes.
And the quests are a little bit harder, and you're going to have to learn to run, jump at the same time.
Yep. And do a little flip too.
And do a little flip, and what are you going to wear? What's your outfit? Where are your weapons? Like, you have to choose all of that again. And then you win.
Look, and then if you're Sonic and you collect the rings and then you hit that little pump and you lose your rings, but you got to keep going.
And then you lose them all and you got to start all over again. And you're like, but where's my power up? That's life.
Yep.
Everybody, that's life.
And what happens when you get to the end? It's like, dun, dun, dun. You're like, yeah.
Dun, 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 right. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, we got to start this again.
But what do we do? Right? When you master a game, when we mastered games as kids, what did we do? I got to go get the next one.
Yep.
Right?
We figured that out. We need next level.
Exactly. Now I need the next challenge. So if we can look at life like that, as just a series of level ups, power ups, win, get the next game.
Yep. Exactly.
And the rewards.
Book.
That's right.
The power up.
Right. The rewards are so fulfilling, though. They feed your soul.
Absolutely. And may I say, I am so in love with me right now, and how nothing bothers me anymore, because now I'm seeing everything. When stuff comes up, I see, okay, got to deal with this. Level up, or just part of the journey, just for training purposes, or is this to move on to the next level? Like, but I used to get knocked off my square. It's like, it's like knocked off my square. Now it's just like, oh, fuck you, let's go. Ready, and
yes, it's an opportunity
that I literally, I'm in my spiritual realm now, and I come in here and I pray, and I'm like, I am so thankful that I made it to this point. And I had a whole breakdown a couple times. Like, I never thought I'm about to get teary-eyed now. I never thought I'd get here. I never thought I'd get to this place of freedom. And what is really freedom for me, just free in here. It's not financial. It's not about a guy. It's not about kids. It's not about any of that. It's me. I'm so liberated and loving me. Oh my God, I never thought I could be here, and now when the bullshit comes, it's almost funny. Like, okay, I'll deal with that. Or not. Maybe tomorrow.
Or not.
Right.
Okay, so that's yours and not mine.
Right.
And carry on.
And that's the other thing, because I'm good at taking other people's stuff and making it mine.
I bet you are.
No, not anymore. I'm really doing good these boundary things. That's my 2025 boundaries.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. I look at it as sorting. I'm a Feng Shui expert, so I always look at things in terms of, is there a use for that, or do I throw it away, or do I donate it? So when I look at my life, I go, that is mine, that is not,
Yep.
and that is yours.
Yep. Yep.
Like, it's very clear, it's
Yep.
very simple.
Mhm.
And then I'm it's easy then
Yeah.
to have the energy for all the things that are mine and all the things that I love.
Yeah. House cleaning.
That's right. That's clean house. I mean, in so many ways,
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
amazing.
Mhm.
So, Nikki, you're a mom.
I am.
You're a mom, and you have experienced this growth with witnesses, little eyes following you everywhere.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Um, I love my kids. They are amazing. They're both adults now, 18, 25. But I have always been super transparent with everything that I've gone through. And um, I love them because I see the wiseness in them when situations come up where it could be similar to what I've been through, but somewhere circling them, everybody's trying to keep it hush hush. And
Yeah.
my kids are like, "No, we talk about this." And Imma tell you, they talk to me about stuff. I'm like, "Do you really wanna talk to your mom about this?" But okay, but, I'm so thankful that
Yeah.
I'm transparent, and I'm thankful that I went through stuff so that they know they don't live in that, "You're so perfect that it won't happen to you," right?
Yes.
So, because that's where I was, and then when stuff would happen, I'm like, like, "Me? Why is this?" So they don't live in that, and I'm really, really grateful. They're great kids, and, yeah, they have a different adulthood because they see life for real, because
Yes.
I've never
Truth.
sugarcoated any.
Truth.
So, it's harder for my son because he's a total empath. So when he sees stuff, he's just like, "Oh my god, why is the world like this? Why don't people just," but, they're just.
And he's 18?
Yes, oh girl,
Yeah.
you don't even know. He's like ready to heal the world with one sword. Like, I don't understand why all you have
I
to do is,
Yeah.
you know.
I know. Our son is 22.
Mhm.
I have 25 and 22.
Okay.
And look at us.
I know, we look
With
good,
our
girl, 'cause I don't with.
I mean, I don't know about you, but my daughter was a miracle birth at the age of 4. I was 4. I was 4. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, because I keep having my annual 27th birthday, and my daughter. I do. She told me, she was like, "You're gonna have to up this, at some point." And I'm like, "No."
She's like, "You were 2? Really?"
What's the point? You're just gonna outgrow me and be older than me because
That's
I'm
right.
going to still have my
I'm
annual 20.
de-aging. I don't know about you.
That's you. Like, you wanna go ahead and be 27, 28, 29, you go ahead. I'm stuck at 27.
God bless you. Oh, it's
So I
so
have an
funny.
annual birthday party, my annual
I
27.
love that. I love that. I'm starting to flip to the other side to where I'll say, "Listen, I proudly own that I am 53. I am
You
happy
look so
and
good.
thank you, ma'am. I am thrilled to pieces that I'm here, that I made it to 53."
That part.
I am very tempted to start telling people that I'm 65 though. Very tempted. Like, just to go to the other end, right? Yeah, I'm 65 years old. I'm proud of it.
Oh, you're doing good because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm stuck at 27. I'm trying to embrace, but, I never told my age because I've never looked my age. When I had my daughter, I was 31, and I remember when my doctor, I guess he was gone, so another doctor came in to check on me, and he walks in the room, and then he walks out, and then he walked back in, and he walked out, and he came in and goes, "Are you Miss Allen?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "They say you're 31." I was like, "I am." He was like, so I've never, and then of course being in the entertainment industry, it works for me, right? But my mom died at
Absolutely.
53. And when I hit 52, I realized how young that really is
Yeah.
and how much
Yeah.
life she lost. Like, you had a whole other, like, way more life to live. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? This is how old I am because it's a gift. It really is a gift. It's a gift, and I
It
like
is.
I need to honor my mom by saying, "Hey, I'm still carrying this torch, and I am 56." So, you know,
Beautiful. You don't look it.
Thank you.
Cheers to us.
Cheers.
Cheers to us.
I have an imaginary. So I'll use that.
There we go.
Yeah.
But I feel it for your son. Ours is the same. And when he was 18, oh God, did he feel things deeply. And because they're so young, they're so young and they don't understand like this. And the solutions are so freaking easy. Like just cut the shit and try being nice. like it's just so easy.
It's so easy.
Right? Don't be mean.
Right.
If we have one rule. Exactly. Don't be an asshole. That's like our family, but like just don't be an asshole.
Right. Put that at the front door. Sign. Don't be an asshole or you can't come in here. No. That's
right.
But like
leave it.
The thing is, he's like, I don't understand war. Do they realize it's nobody's land? It's God's land.
It literally belongs to no one.
And you're sitting here killing people over it and fight like that. Yeah. It just drives him nuts. And I'm like, stay off the news, please, sir.
That's it exactly. Don't watch the news.
Yeah, but he can't
don't listen to any of it because you can't make sense of
nonsense.
It's nonsensical. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's those details, like all of this noise.
Yeah.
And the self-doubt is all noise. Everything that you see, all of these problems in the world, it's noise. Because if you just get out of it and go, all this noise is actually fear, what is everybody afraid of?
Yeah. And I think
you're afraid you don't have worth. You're afraid that you don't matter. You're right. It's like these big. It's why I can understand where everybody is coming from.
Yeah,
like people
crazy.
don't
I'm
scream
with you.
for no reason.
I think I have it right here. I think this is it. I think this is what I don't have my glasses on, but everything that you're afraid of, everything that you want is on the other side of fear.
Yes. Say that again, please.
Everything that you want is on the other side of fear.
Yeah.
And when I saw that the first time, I was like, oh my goodness, this is my little oracle card. It says vacuum away fear. And I keep this on my board because fear was running the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I swear, I was just like, but I didn't know my whole nervous system was fried. You know? And let's be real, we start getting sick, headaches and all kinds of stuff. And I believe that every disease is a dis-ease. Something's going
yes,
on.
It is.
Your body is responding to something,
Yes.
So
our human bodies were not created to be constantly bombarded with challenge. We just weren't.
Nope.
We're really freaking strong.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But we actually don't need to be.
No.
It's
impossible. Like it's unnecessary for us to be as strong as we are. And for me, I didn't realize I carry everything in my neck, right? So I didn't realize my shoulders were up here for 30 years. And now I'm having all kinds of problems and having to seek treatments and all this, but I know because, and so now I feel when something happens, I feel it doing this and I go, breathe and relax.
And it all comes down.
And you don't even realize that you're walking around like this until you
completely contorted. Completely contorted. We're all Cirque du Soleil. I mean, it's the only way we're functioning.
And we think it's normal. Oh, why is your arm like that? Oh, I was just scratching my head. I don't know.
I'm just scratching my neck. I ignore that. I can't get it back down, but just ignore it.
It'll come down in a little bit on its own. I'm going to treatment for that. They give me some kind of weird name for it. Yeah, that's such and such and such that they're treating me for it. Like, yes. Get rid of the stress and chill and relax and look. My new thing now, when I wake up in the morning, this is what I say every morning. I allow myself to be completely taken care of. That means I'm releasing and letting go and come what the fuck may. For this day, I'm ready. I
love come what the fuck may. Because there's this beautiful song, Come What May. And now it's like that's in my head right now.
I just
Except now I'm singing it. Come what the fuck may. Come what the fuck may. Which is fantastic. Fantastic.
Sorry.
I just sang to a singer, listener, and I am not a singer. So, there we have that. My morning mantra, which was just shared to me by an amazing business consultant. She's a business consultant. My highest purpose, not my fear, be done. Right?
You have to.
My highest purpose, not my fear, be done.
Because our fear be done. Like it be doing.
It be doing all the time, right? I'm telling you, and as women, and I'm sure like we're middle age, air quoting that, listener, middle age. But women, when we hit our age, you typically hear of all of these frozen shoulder. Like you made me think about that. Frozen shoulder. So for listeners who don't know what that is, it's literally it's within your joint and all of your tendons tighten up and you can no longer lift your arm up to a certain height. And usually it's over your head or to 90 degrees even. And I used to work with clients with frozen shoulder all the time.
Wow. Always
women, by the way.
Always. Surprise there.
Surprise, right? Women who are around menopause, it's like this typical symptom. And I'll start to close our episode by saying, for us women, when we reach around middle age and we start to feel these different things within our bodies, especially within our shoulders, it's because you have literally been shouldering everyone and everything that you have experienced in your life. So if we could take a moment to really look over our lives and start to pull out these little things, little experiences of trauma, this from childhood, that from adulthood, this from when I was this age and that age, and all of these different experiences. And listener, a good exercise, what I'd like you to do is start writing all of those down on Post-it notes, individual Post-it notes, and look at how many Post-it notes you have. Then what I'd like you to do is to take each and every Post-it note and put that on a bottle of water. Every single Post-it note goes on a bottle of water. Then I'd like for you to imagine all those water bottles on a board that you have to lift and carry on your shoulders for every moment of every day. You do not get to put that down. And you tell me why your body hurts. Why you can't lift your arms. Why you are near tears all the time. Why you are exhausted all the time. And I will encourage you to follow Nikki's example here and put the weight down. Put it down. Look at it for what it is, and then do the work. One by one, every Post-it note, you start working through it all. And look at how much you get to heal. You accumulated all this bullshit without ever even knowing it. You've been carrying it for how long now without ever knowing it. Now you get to consciously celebrate everything that you get to heal. It's beautiful.
It is. And may I say, I'm not even the same person I was last week because I'm just doing my work. I keep evolving. And it's crazy because once you get into that rhythm of, okay, fix that, what else? It's going to keep coming, but I'm like plowing through it now. And I'm like, damn, that was last week. I wouldn't have done that this week. It's so amazing, as we keep trying to be better and reach that higher self, if you will. And go with the flow, instead of always, oh my God. And that's one thing I have to tell my daughter, because if it rains, she thinks the sky is falling and her life is over, and she's my emotional one. And, so it's like, calm down, breathe, think about this. It's just water. It's raining. You're good. You're safe. And then it's like, because we have a tendency, something comes, we panic. What am I
Yeah.
going to do? And look, the shoulders right there.
That's right.
Oh my God, what am I going to do?
And notice your chest.
Yeah. Yep.
That goes concave.
Yep.
Shoulders go up.
Exactly.
There's a guarding positioning
Mhm.
that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Good stuff. I'm so happy to be
Nikki,
here.
thank you for being here with me.
Thank
An
you.
hour goes by in a
Oh,
snap.
thank you. That was
In a
amazing.
snap. You are so filled with wisdom
Thank you.
because of your story. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for opening your heart and sharing you with us,
Thank you.
letting us get a few moments with your soul. Thank you for allowing us to witness you.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for being a guide on all of this for so many of us out there.
Thank you for having me. It is an honor. It really is.
And before we wrap it up, where can people find your book? Where can they download your music?
So you can go to officialnikkiallen.com and it has absolutely everything I've ever done in my life there. If you just want the book, you can go to nikkiallen.com. See, I keep it simple. And if you and then within that nikkiallen.com, there's a link there that goes, learn more about Nikki. It'll take you back to official Nikki Allen. So you can't get rid of me. You'll find everything.
That's fantastic. It's a loop. It's a loop. I love it. Well, Nikki, thank you. I will put all of that in the show notes for the listeners. And please keep us abreast of everything that goes on in your life. You're an artist, so you have to create. It's as simple as breathing for you.
New
keep
album
us
in
posted
January.
on. Oh, yay.
Yes.
Yay, yay,
I
yay.
want to
So
tell
we'll have
the
to
name
have you
of the
back on
song.
for, I don't know, maybe singing.
Sure.
Shall
The
we
name
say?
of the song, you're going to love this. This Cathedral Is Mine.
Oh, so we started this episode off with chills. We're ending it with chills. How beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Before you go, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and set your notifications to tune in to every new episode. For even more with me, visit nagarelife.com. Thanks for being here with me, listener. I hope you enjoyed this episode just as much as I did. And if you did, please share it. I'll see you next time.